A recent survey shows about half of kids that are online are talking to strangers.
New this morning, the CyberSafe survey shows that 1 in 10 kids are online for more than 4 hours a day. So how can parents monitor all of that? And Becky Farr is live with us now with more. Becky?
Tim and Alicia, there are so many apps that kids are using that it can be hard to keep track of. It can also be hard to keep track of who else is using those apps and if they're communicating with your children. It turns out, just like there are apps for kids to communicate on, there are also apps for parents to monitor the activity.
It's very scary. It's a different world than the one that I grew up in.
Carissa Reinhold's oldest child is in 8th grade and uses apps like Snapchat and Instagram.
In order for her to be able to utilize those platforms, she has to have an open policy where I have access to her accounts and can go in at any time.
Not only does she have direct access to her daughter's login, but she finds that using the app herself is also helpful. This way, she knows how to navigate it and can spot red flags a little bit easier.
Even when you have an extremely trustworthy child who's very responsible, you never know what may lead them to unintentionally friend a stranger on Snapchat.
A recent survey of 4,000 kids shows that 43% of kids between the ages of 8 and 13 are talking to people that they've never met on social media apps or gaming platforms. That's why Reinhold has made a habit of checking her kids' accounts from their own login as well as her own login. She also checks their devices for any hidden folders or profiles as well, which IT professional Dustin Miller says is the right thing to do.
Just being aware of what's on there. If there's something that hides pictures and videos, might be a red flag, you know.
Miller told me about ways to monitor, like Apple's Screen Time program or the app NetNanny. These programs let parents choose what apps kids can access, for how long they can access them, and even when they can be accessed.
So if they want to add an app saying Snapchat, you know what, I don't want to let my 13-year-old Snapchat, they cannot allow it, so they can't get onto it. Or if they do have Snapchat, say you only get a half hour of it a day, and I can limit that between that control from the parents.
This way, parents know as much as they can about the usage of any app, even before logging into it themselves. Plus, as parents, both Reinhold and Miller stress the importance of communication. Ask your kids who they're talking to, what they're talking about, and where are the friends that they're talking to. Are they local? So if any stranger danger comes up, their kids feel comfortable confiding in them. With new apps constantly coming out, Miller also suggested to just Google the app and see what its main function is. If making videos for an audience that goes beyond a kid's friends or followers isn't something a parent is comfortable with their child using, then utilize apps like NetNanny to block the app completely. Tim and Alicia, the biggest line of defense is really having that access to a child's phone and knowing their passwords to get into the phone itself and the passwords to those different apps too.
Okay, even if you have a kid who maybe rebels at some of that, it's probably better that than the safety risks that would come otherwise.
Right.
So,
all right, thanks for that update, Becky.